I would like to say thank you to all my beautiful guests and my lovely daughters to be here. Dr. Nora will be here shortly, but maybe Auntie maybe would like to say something.
Hello everyone, my name's Auntie Peggy Tidyman and I'm very pleased to be here today to join with Vera, our special person, for her 50th birthday celebration. And I'd like to just share a few things about Vera that I have, since I've come to know her, and over I'd say about the last 5 years that I have known Vera, I've known her to be a very sincere person, very community and family orientated, and the things that she has been involved in through community, and that's the where I have met her and been in her presence, just to see the volume of work that she does for her people and for her community. And I know that we're joined here today by many other representatives of other cultural groups. But as a First Nations elder, I want to say to Vera that I'm very honoured to be your friend. And I know that when we first met, there was that felt that feeling of being like a family member. So I have been very warmly welcomed by you to your family home, and today I've met your wonderful children, and it is about family and family commitments. So family is very much a part of what I am, and I know that that is also the same with you. But I know everybody that is here at this special event for Vera's 50th lunch is here to help her celebrate, because we all have that, we know how wonderful Vera is and how she does work, not just within her own community, but for right across all of our communities. So it's very much a cultural respect as well that I know that she shares. And I've come to know a little bit about the Indonesian culture. But that's a journey that I think that we will be on for quite some time, as me learning about the Indonesian culture, but also what I can share with Vera and her family about First Nations culture. So happy birthday, happy 50th birthday.
Thank you, Auntie. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Hello, hi everybody. Nice to see you over here. Today we are celebrating 50th birthday of I call her Betty. You know what is Betty? Betty is a daughter. In Hindi we call it Betty, but it means daughter. The respect she has given to me, it's more than my own daughters. She's so nice. She has been involved in many cultures these days. I have seen him going around and meeting in every other communities in Brisbane. So it's good part about it. Everybody is supposed to be doing this, but I'm afraid that there are some people here don't do this type of thing. It's very important for us and for the country as a whole. So let's everybody, my real prayer to you guys is to please do this sort of thing that if I can do it, if she can do it, why can't we all do it? Can do it. That's very important. And she has been involved with her own communities for some time, and she has organized one big event down at Multicultural Hub. I think Auntie, you were there, I think? Yeah. Our minister was there, Minister for Multicultural Affairs, and it was fantastic. You can see all different people came together and they enjoyed the whole program. And she was the leader, she was who put all those programs together, which is very good. And I must say, there are beautiful daughters here too with you today, and they're very nice. Your mom is doing a fantastic work with the community. No, it's not a joke, it's real, it's true. That's what I'm telling you, that what she's doing a great work amongst the community, and which I believe is very good for our country and for ourselves. And Betty, I wish you all the best for your 50th birthday. And I'm always there. My blessing is with you all the time. Thank you.
Thank you. Accept your blessing.
Good morning or good afternoon. Vera, happy birthday.
Peter.
I wish I would have known about this place where to park to start with, because of my leg. But never mind, we're here today to celebrate your birthday. And Surrender has covered a lot of areas where I feel strongly about it. And one of them is, the main one, is when you do something for the community, please do it from your heart, not from your head. From your heart, give a little bit more personal feelings into it. And don't expect thanks. That's the last thing you should expect, is thanks from people who you have helped. You help them from your heart, from the goodness of your own. Please continue to do so. That's what Vera has been doing. She has been helping a lot of people from her heart, not from her head. And I appreciate that very much, Vera. And your children, they are nice young ladies. And I hope you follow your mom's footsteps, because she did a very good job for the community. And happy birthday, Vera.
Thank you.
Everyone. First of all, happy birthday, Vera. Yeah, my mom came from Indonesia, and at age 11, she left Indonesia to China. So that's why when I first met Vera, I always feel like an old friend. And I know Vera do a lot of wonderful, job in the community, our community societies. Thank you so much for inviting me to join your wonderful lunch with your beautiful daughter and your families. Thank you very much, and one more time, happy birthday.
Thank you, Simon.
My name is Ram Mohan. I'm putting a community perspective. I'm from representing Indian community, as well as I know. The first thing is I'm very honored to be here. Thanks for having me here. It's a very special day. Somebody just remembered on a date, and then I feel like really make it happen. So I really honored to be here. And first thing is I met you. Yes, really you are a family person, and how you see that, and how you feel like something like a whole family as a together. It's not like, you are not really, being a person with that. You see that as a one family. That I see that from you. I dealt with you a few times, and you were thing. So really what you do for the community, and what you do, raise your children here, and amazingly you are a special person. So wish you a happy 50th birthday. Again, thanks for bringing this together. As both of the elders say, that our Surendraji and Auntie Peggy said, I think you are special. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
I know that we have been working today. We have been working together in multicultural community works. We now as a brother, as a sister, and I treat me as a brother, and I treat her as my sister. She is so nice and so activate in community works. I know that she can sing and can dancing. So it's a very good community leader. So I'm proud of her and wish her happy birthday, 50 years old.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So that's the.
Well, tell me a little bit about yourself first. Yes. I actually didn't get around the community years ago.
But since I've been taking care of my wife, actually chauffeuring her to different events, I've met so many different people, and I've got to know a lot of people in different cultures, so I consider that to now, that situation where I've got like multicultural friends, I've got a bigger circle of people, and I've got a lot of good friends. I was fortunate enough to meet Vera, who I think is an exceptional lady, very professional, very caring. Lucky today to meet her two daughters who are just as lovely as their mum. And I'm really especially grateful for being invited to attend this function today. And if I could, I'd just like to go to toast. I hope you have a long and happy and healthy life, and many more birthdays to come.
Thank you.
Happy birthday. Cheers.
Cheers.
I didn't know I'm going to be doing it. I love you. Happy birthday. I had a really great time. I don't really know what to say. Just don't look at me like that, Michelle, because you're next. Okay, that's all I can do, really. I don't know what else to say.
So, okay, I love you too.
Okay, I just want to say I appreciate you a lot. Your voice has done everything for me. And I know that I can count on her for anything.
Thank you.
And she's a really beautiful person inside and out.
Thank you.
I'm just crying.
Crying.
That's my...
Happy birthday, Vera, and thank you for inviting all of us here. Like everyone has just said so much about you. Like, I just want to add, from the day that I've met you, you're just treating me as like a real brother. Anywhere that you are there, you would be irrespective. Like I have to care about like certain people. I know if you're there, there's no formalities, and the way you would connect me with all these different your friends as well, and you're like that connecting force who doesn't get the ego in between, who doesn't think about like what she needs. She's always about like, you're always about like others connecting each other, always being so nice, so kind. And I'm so happy to be here, Vera. Happy 50th birthday, and wish you like very long, healthy, and successful life. Keep smiling, like the way you keep coming, keep dancing, the way you spread happiness in whatever is going inside you. Whenever I see you, you try to bring smile on everyone's faces. That's who you are. So love to know you. Thank you so much, Vera.
Thank you.
I just share something with you about this club and how there is a connection to Tattersall's to my family. So my great-grandfather is called William Henry Forrester, and on my grandfather's side is also Chinese heritage. And it wasn't until probably about 10 years ago that our family, so my maiden name is Jackson, and I come from Goongarrie country, so I was born on my traditional land in Mitchell. My grandfather's name is William Henry Jackson. My great-grandfather is called William Henry Forrester. Once one of my relatives did the research about where they came from, because we have to do this for native title, to do all of our native title research so that we can actually prove who we are and where we come from. If we don't do that, we don't exist. So it took us 24 years in the court system for someone like a federal judge to come out and say, we now acknowledge you as traditional owners. And we said, thank you very much, we already knew that. Pleasure in saying that. But one of my relatives actually started to do some research, and they managed to find some of the records. So native title was actually it was the English journal records that actually helped us find out more about our background. So with my great-grandfather, his name William Henry Forrester, when she did the research, she found that he owned property. And he owned quite a large piece of property in Sydney. So we're talking about 1850s, probably a bit earlier. And he also owned horses. So he trained these horses, and he actually won 2 Melbourne Cups. So William Henry Forrester was a rich man. And when he had 2 sons, and they were at the time getting into a little bit of a mischief, I suppose you'd say. And so they had to move from New South Wales, so they came up into Queensland. So my grandfather, he changed his name. So he said, I'll change my name to Jackson. The other brother changed his name to, what's his name? Edwards. But they both lived close by. So my grandfather came up from New South Wales, and he brought a property out of Mitchell, and it's called Woodland Station. That's where my father was born, and all of his siblings. So my father has 17 in his family. There's 17, so there's 2 families. The first sister had 5 children, and then she passed in childbirth, during childbirth, and so he married my grandmother, who was the younger sister. So they had 12 children, but my grandmother raised the other 5. So we knew some of that information, but when we went back further to find out who William Henry Forrester was, he actually owned a big property. So because he had racehorses, he had a big racetrack. So he used to train his horses. And at the time, it was called Warwick Park. He actually said, I want to call it something different, because his initials were WF. He called it Warwick Farm. Is there a race course down south called Warwick Farm? I think there is. It's one of the bigger race courses in New South Wales. So my grandfather owned that property. He was the owner of Warwick Park, but he changed the name to Warwick Farm. So he successfully raised these race horses, and he ran, these race horses in the Melbourne Cup. But being the gambler that he was, he ended up in debt. And so he thought, well, how am I going to pay off my debt? And the one thing that he had was property. So he had to sign his property away to pay his debt. Do you know who he owed the money to? Tattersall's. So Tattersall's have actually taken over the property that my great-grandfather owned. Had he not been a gambler, he might have been a clever one, but had he not gone down that track of, gambling, and of course you can understand people, with racehorses and gambling, but at that time it was unusual for an Aboriginal person to have property. It was under native title and that. We didn't own anything. We weren't allowed to own anything. But he also had other cultural heritage, which was Chinese. And we actually have photographs of the racehorses, and we actually have photographs of our great-grandfather, and you can actually see from his image that he has Chinese heritage. And so the interesting story is that even with my grandfather, who bought property in, near Mitchell, between St George and Mitchell, same story, where the property was there. All my father's family were raised there, and then over time he also ran into debt. So had to do certain things to try and pay off those debts. The property called Woodlands Station it still bears the same name today, and the owners of that property now have welcomed our people, Wurundjeri people, to go there whenever they want to for cultural purposes, and they've actually maintained a lot of the cultural artefacts, I suppose you'd say. So those artefacts have also been handed back to our people. So when we talk about history and we talk about culture, this is also part of our like NAIDOC week this week. And we're celebrating some of these things about giving First Nations people of this country a voice, recognising us in the Constitution. We've been here for 60,000 years, and yet we're not recognised in the Constitution. Australia is the only Commonwealth country that does not have a treaty with its First Nations people. We're starting to see some of that change, and it's people that we want to acknowledge and recognise and respect, that there is an opportunity now for us to make these changes. So under the Albanese government and his decision and determination to move forward with the Uluru Statement, we feel that there's a positive change. So and as I've said before, we ask all Australians to stand with us. So the theme for NAIDOC this year is show up, stand up, and I forgot the other one. Show up, stand up, get up. So it's a story that I just thought, sitting here. Sitting here.
I think it's the right moment to say this in the 50th year, and also to celebrate NAIDOC week as well, and then to share the story about the First Nation people.
So, Angie, can you explain to people what is the Uluru Statement is? Like, this is getting the Albanese government into the treaty.
Yes, we want a formal process and document that says we are formally recognised in the Constitution, and that we will be given a voice, our voice, because for 250 years we still don't have a voice. So other people are speaking on our behalf. We feel we have a right to speak on our own behalf. And that it's
the
also...
only problem with the voice is you've got no vote in it. There's
so
we say, it's not a, you can't vote to say this is the law.
It's calling for a referendum.
It's calling anything to do with the native. Well, the voice have a say or suggestion what to be done.
It's calling for a referendum.
Then that's the next one. That's right. That's what's happened. So for the community, which you understand that I'm in participate with the referendum. Is that the one? So do they have the referendum dates or something?
And then you actually have
a lot of events. We've done a lot of events together. And you turned 21 again, by the way, and she looks it. Not like us older gentlemen. Yeah, so she's a very generous woman, a great social woman, and a lot of fun to do events with. So yeah, happy birthday, Vera, for your 21. And hope you enjoy your birthday.
Thank you.
Now dancing? Now dancing?
Happy birthday, Vera. I know Vera for quite some time, and maybe in a personal way, I think I had the privilege of I should say, adopting or taking her as like a daughter. So she calls me Papa, and I call her my daughter. And it was not just a title; it was more than heartfelt approach she has been making, with me and with my family. She knows my son, daughter-in-law, grandchildren, and my younger son from India. So she has identified herself as a family member of my family. That was something great. And in terms of her social movement, she is the one who used to take me to all the venues. So there isn't any function I have attended the last 2 years without Vera. Prior to that, of course, Ram Mohan was my guide and my mentor, so he used to introduce me to various important people in the community and in the political level. But last 2 years, in the COVID time, I think she was more than to me. And the way she has been organizing her life story is amazing. She is very punctual, perfectly involved in whatever she commits, and invariably she accomplishes her goal perfectly. There's nothing called missing the goal in her approach. So that's sort of a positive determination she has in her mental makeup. And socially, her movement with everyone is very transparent. There is nothing called some hidden agenda in her life, as I could see, because she's so transparent and so lively. She shares with me all the important things of life, and she has every time I invite her for a dinner, she comes with her daughter, and then we used to have dinner or lunch together. So it is an amazing woman. So I heartily congratulate her on her birthday, and I wish her all the best. And 50th is a golden era. And I have written a book on philosophy called The Glorious Golden Age. So I know the importance of 50. It's a turning point, a beautiful turning point in many person's life. Either someone will plan for a retirement or employed, or others ways they will plan for something to concentrate on their own life after 50. So it's a golden era and a beautiful point to start. And with all the wonderful companions and friends here, I wish you all the best and God bless you.
Thank you, Papa.
Yeah, for a few years. I think the very first time is Vera hosting a festival in Manly, in the club over there, the Port House Club or something there. And we actually come early and try to help her setting up the stage. And it's quite a lot of the VIP, a lot of the people come in, and with Indonesian cultural dancing. I think a lot of students and people from the uni and from your society, and doing a very good performance over there. A lot of the gifts been donation as a raffle day. Then we know that Vera was very popular and very influenced. So very lucky we helping her and know her since that time. So after that we've been go through quite a lot of the events, and at the end, after the pandemic, we actually joined together in another association called SUMA, and that's a very, very happy, good time that people are eating to meet together, to enjoy the different cuisine from different culture. It was a very, very good time at the time, but since the pandemic getting more serious, we didn't stop for a while. All the story that, including some sad story as well, that our Vera is celebrating this 21 years birthday again. So, yeah, we're looking forward to work together more with this amazing woman that with lots of contribution to our society, to our multicultural communities. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chair.
Sorry.
Okay, we are looking here. Thank you so much. Thanks, Richard. Thanks for all your work.
Alright, so thank you. Yeah, thank you. So much.
Fiji.
Fiji.
Fiji. I love Fiji.
Happy birthday to you. Hip hip. Hooray. Hip hip. Hooray. Hip hip. Hooray.
Thank you, guys. Make a wish. Make a wish.
Yeah,
I don't think it's awesome.
The sparkle.
Mommy been tough today. Tough way today.
Make a wish.
John, I know what I want. Yeah. I can't say. Yeah. It's my life story, 50 years. It's not an easy ride for me. Emotional again. It's not an easy ride for me in my life, but everything turned to a beautiful thing for me and family. I say that whatever happens in my life is all meant to be to happen. And I accept that, and I move forward, keep going, positive, and I believe that my future is waiting for me. I believe that everything has been arranged for my happiness, and I believe that this 50 years of my life is a blessing from God. And I thank you for all of you as a witness and my friends to be here, and my two beautiful girls. You are the best miracles happen to my life. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Okay.
Does anyone want to say anything
Anyone
more?
want to say more, or you okay?
Anyone want to stand up? Say anything more?
Thank you, darling. Anything more? No? Okay.
Okay, I'll say something. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Thank you. So this is a little bit difficult to cut. So it's quite. Wow. I make a wish. Amen. Okay.
You are going to eat that whole cake?
Oh, yep. You can't do it.
I think the kitchen will do that for
Yeah.
me.
Yes.
Thank you.
You can make it to the kitchen.
Yeah. So
So nice.
it's beautiful.
Okay, thank you everyone.
Cheers.
Happy
For years
birthday.
to come, and our friendships as well. Thank you.
Many years ago.
Thank you. Oh, it's supposed to be for. Thank you so much.
That's okay.
I'll drink it. Guys. And I like number 8 for, Chinese. Yes, today. Yeah.
Today? Oh.
Yeah.
当地的
Tomorrow is the celebration. For neighbors, friends, yeah.
And Vera.
Oh, your gift. Oh, do you want me to open up the gift? Oh, right. All right. So, hang on, let me just. This is a little.
We seem to have a bit of a collection at home of wine.
Wow.
We don't
Oh, you got it.
Thank you, Auntie, for the gift. So maybe you want to tell me a story for what is this?
This is a gift that I've done up for you.
Yeah.
Because of the artwork that I do.
Oh,
And
that's
I
nice.
create these, I call them healing gifts. So I know when a lot of our people, especially our women, who I work with, need some support and healing and comfort, that they can take that with them. And at times when there's quiet moments maybe, or special moments when you're thinking of your loved ones, there's little candles in there. So you can burn the candle. There's also a lead light candle. Yeah, so you can either burn the wax candle or the lead light candle. And you can think of, your memories. So it's part of our healing when we have sorry business as well. But there's a couple of other little things in there. I hope you like. I've done some art.
Yeah, I'll open it up.
Or you can open up a cone.
Or do you want me to open it up? Okay, well, that's another.
Thank you.
So there's a bag. There's a carry bag there for you too, because I didn't carry it home. But I've also got another small gift for you, which I'll finish. It's taking me a bit longer. So I have got a painting for you.
Oh,
And
I
just
love
didn't get it
painting.
finished in time. Someone might have to cut it.
Churi.
Oh, yeah, I can use that one.
I said churi. Churi is knife.
True
Trying to make a support to it.
Oh! Put a bit of tape on it. Yeah, wrap it up tight.
Wow, and then it's in a special bag as
So that's some
well.
artwork.
Very special.
So, try to take a photo.
Yeah, sure.
So, and it's a nice scented soap.
Nice. Gold. And then.
It's a little lead light candle.
Wow. Wow.
They're healing stones.
It's special.
Energy stones that do a high energy into that. But you have to put it out in a full moon for them to be cleansed. And then you put your energy into it.
Beautiful. And candles.
Yes.
Candles.
Sometimes there's children around, so I use the LED lights. We don't want children to have candles with it, like matches and things. So,
But we can use it in the right way,
yeah,
the right timing.
but it is about
Something
healing,
special,
so it's
right?
about
Yeah.
the environment, the elements. So we have water, fire, earth, and air.
I didn't realize that's not it.
Yeah, so that's
So
something.
they're all in there.
What is that? Is it stubby cooler or something? What is that?
This is special because I believe that you paint.
Yeah, okay. Nice.
So this is like recycling. Recycling. So I don't want to go.
Yeah.
I don't want to go and spend a lot of money on stuff. So recycling. I just get the cans and my husband makes them, and then I decorate them.
That's what it is. Teamwork.
Yeah.
Teamwork.
But you can put whatever you want in there. You might want to put some,
I like it. Yes. It's beautiful.
That's something special.
Something that I will remember for my 50th. That is
That's your
special.
50th.
Yes.
I hope you like
Thank
it.
you. Of course, definitely. Thank you. I like something.
So this is
For brother.
Kashmiri shawl.
Oh,
Very famous in India.
Yeah.
My son luckily came this week, so I was going to bring something special for her. So let me have the pleasure of.
Oh, very good.
Here you go.
Thank you.
perfect for this cold weather.
There you go. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, perfect for this cold weather.
This is also
I
a
might
very
have my
special
birthday
one.
next week. It's my birthday next week.
Yes.
The beauty of this shawl is it looks very soft. But it will be it will absorb all the winter and then it will feel warm. Even though it looks very soft. So that is the specialty of this Kashmiri wool.
Oh,
This is also for
Oh, thank you, Papa. Thank you, passion.
Lovely.
Lovely, thank
You
you
never
so
model,
much.
have you? You never model.
Not today. Simon, would you like to explain? Come. So you can see.
My wife pick up, and I mean,
I trust your wife. Oh, it's a silk.
it's
Oh.
I think it's the color. I like the color. You know, that's very
Okay.
the color.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that is so lovely. It's quite big as well, right?
Quite big, yeah.
Yeah.
戴上，别戴上。
啊，戴上我不会戴，这是
这么好的，他以为
这是围脖子的，不是
就是围脖子吗？
Thank you, Simon. That's
So
really
you can get a
lovely.
lot of pattern in your like
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do that.
Beautiful. Honey, I was going to last money, no, I'm just joking. But then, happy 50th birthday. So, from Surendra uncle and Sushila auntie, thank you so much. My thank you to you and auntie as well. And God bless you for your 50th. God bless you both. To Vera and daughters. Beautiful. Thank you. Also for my girls. And your wife as well. I think I should make your wife next time. We have coffee. Sorry, this one from Happy birthday from Carl. Thank you. I definitely will go shopping. Definitely. Thank you so much. So this
Woman like shopping.
I know. I'm bad in shopping.
Never
I have to
happens.
tell you
Never
the truth.
happens.
That's why I'm probably in the future. Mom, Peter. Thank you so much. You know I love you.
Where did you
I will
hide
bring
it? I
along.
didn't see you bringing that.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, yes, first.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah.
That's okay.
Thank you so much, everyone. Highly appreciate it.
Thanks very much.
And also, your present is just more than anything, really. Like you turned up here to my special day. It's something that's very special. And I also, acknowledge all the friends that can't come due to COVID and sickness. And I was thinking about you guys at home. Get well soon, and hopefully we can catch up again. So, thank you. Cheers.
It's to your birthday, Vera.
Yes.
Open up for your birthday.
Beautiful. Oh, this is from Shed.
Your birthday.
Oh, this is from Shed. Even though this, oh, happy birthday. This last one from Shed. Burberry perfume. Oh, you know I love it. Thank you, Shed. Thank you very much. Even though you're not here, I would like to say thank you so much for your nice present. Of course, I will wear it every day.